How do you view the proposed impact fees that they've been working on?
I think they're really exorbitant, and I think that if they pass them in the way they're written right now, I think you're going to see all development in Fernley stop because they're more expensive than what it costs to build in the city of Reno or Sparks or Carson City. And we don't have the population. So if you have a business that's moving to this area and they want to do business here, are they going to buy a piece of property that's going to cost approximately the same amount, pay the impact fees on a business that's going to cost more in Fernley, and try to service, well, we got 19,000 people that live in Fernley, and I think there's close to 500,000 that live in the Reno Sparks area right now. So you've got 20 times more business opportunity in the city of Reno and Sparks with less money or equal money spent for your actual physical business. And I just can't see development coming to Fernley and willingly pay those rates. I think it would stop it entirely. And then that's going to affect everybody I've been talking to. They want more places to shop, more places to eat. I think we need to be creative in the time that we're in right now and possibly give them a break on their taxes, possibly give them a break on the sewer hookups or water hookups, or, you know, each one is going to be an individual situation. But we need to bring the businesses here, because when we bring the businesses here, they are going to hire local residents. And if they hire local residents, that means those local residents are going to spend the bulk of their money in the city of Fernley. And that's going to create a need for the abundance of housing that is here right now because of the market we have. That's going to create those homes to be sold, which in turn are, when you get the population here, that's going to create a new desire for businesses to come here to serve the residents of Fernley, which are going to create more jobs. I mean, it feeds upon itself. And instead of trying to get your money up front from the businesses to get them to come here, I think we should participate and market Fernley in a manner that is not being marketed right now. And invite businesses to Fernley to build, to create jobs, and you know, it's going to help all different areas. You're going to have more police protection. You're going to have more and better schools. You know, you get to a certain population, you might have a full-blown community college out here. I mean, all these things feed upon one another, and if we don't have growth, none of that stuff is going to come. And the only way we can get it here, which is from what I understand and talking to the people I've talked to, is they want a place to buy clothes. They don't want to drive to Reno and buy clothes. I mean, we have Walmart right now. But if we'd had the impact fees in place when Walmart came, that would have been in excess of $1 million, and Walmart would not have built here. The same situation for Lowe's. It's done on a square footage thing. Lowe's wouldn't have spent the extra $1 million on top of all that they spent already for sewer and water and streets and all this other stuff. It would have just put their budget way out of the picture, and they would have chose someplace else to build.
Mm-hmm. Now, the city of Fernley they proposed the impact fees because they said Fernley needed more money for the roads. So in that case, in your opinion, what could be done to increase revenue for the city of Fernley in lieu of or in addition to a lower impact fee?
Well, the thing is the impact fees that they were proposing only addressed Nevada Department of Highways roadways. You had 95A, you had Highway 50, and you know, it gets a little confusing, but Main Street all the way from Interstate 80 around to Interstate 80 is Highway 50. The Fallon Road is Highway 50, and the road from Main Street through town to Silver Springs is Highway 95A. So instead of the CIP committee being directed by whomever, Lowell Patton or Mr. Baycock or whomever come up with these plans, I think if you have a CIP committee that states that you, CIP stands for Community Improvement Projects, that the committee that you have chosen, you should give them a parameters of what their job is, which has not been done. So you need to tell them, okay, this is what we want to do. We're concerned that there's no sidewalks around all of the schools in Fernley, and we want to keep the kids off of the street. So, you know, you guys come up with an idea of how much it's going to cost to put the sidewalks in, repave the streets around the schools. There's older streets in the city that don't have any the proper storm drainage. We need to address those issues. That's what the CIP committee is supposed to be working on, not on roads that are going to take all the traffic around the city of Fernley, as which what happened when Interstate 80 was put in. It bypassed Fernley, and when I was growing up, Main Street of Fernley was full of cafes and little restaurants and a grocery store and businesses. It was a nice little main street. But when Interstate 80 come in and bypassed Fernley to where they didn't have to drive through here, the businesses starved and closed, and Main Street has never recouped from it. I mean, you can drive down Main Street and see what we have right now.
Mm-hmm.